Alright guys, welcome back to another Catan game. We're going to be playing some 1v1. And looking at the board, I was deciding between the 5-10-8 and the 6-5-10. Went with the 6-5-10 only because I can build on the 3-1, as well as double up on my wheat and sheep. And now looking at the board, where else can we go? That's the question. If I'm going on the 3-1, I can probably prioritize a little bit of production. So there's a world in which I could potentially go on the 8-10 and build on to the 8-4 and the 4-3. I could also take the 9-4-2 point right and build on the wheat port. It's a tough choice to make, right? Production or this. Let's go ahead with this. We're also going to stop their brick port, so that would be a good play for us. And I can back into a wood spot as well. And the brick is just going to be there as a buffer for us. And we're going to try to get on the 3-1 as our first order of business, but also a city. So we'll go ahead with that. Maybe I could have taken the 8-4 to start off with. Instead, that might have been better, but that's fine, because again, we can build onto more settled spots, so it's an interesting strategy. We would have gotten an extra ore, which is fine. We get our first bit of ore, and now I can look at an early city if another 10 rolls. He decides to settle. Our block, I think, would have to be the 9. And hoping for a 7 pretty quickly. And for red, I would recommend getting on the 9-11. Or you could also get on the 4-6 and then the wood port that way works well. And you can really double up on your ports, but it seems that blue wants to get on to the 8 of sheep. Interesting. I could go ahead and buy a dev card here, or I could port it out for a city. Let me port it out for a city, and hoping that, well, that's our luck. Don't steal the ore, and we should be fine. Perfect. Takes the sheep, which they lack. And a single 10 gives us another city, but also a dev card, which we really need. So that's a massive 3. They 7 out, which is good. Taking the ore would be really nice. Hopefully they block anything but the 10. They end up blocking the 10. Okay. We're going to go ahead and block the 9. And it's a solid block. Waiting for another 10. Looks like we're not going to get it, so I'm going to go ahead and port this out for a wheat and get a dev card. A knight's good. Insane 3. And maybe I shouldn't be porting the ore, but that's fine. The 3-1 is still an option for us. They decide to settle on the 10, which is okay. 10 rolls now. I'm just waiting for a 6. Let's get another card out. Yop is good. With the Yop, I'll settle on the 9-10. That is pretty bold of them. That is a waste of a road. Perfect for us. You hate to see that happen, but that is a bit unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this. And with the 3-1 active, now our production should start increasing. They steal my only ore, which is annoying. I'm going to move it off of us and block the 9. And then I think the block has to be the 8 to stop them from producing sheep. We steal 2 of their sheep, which is good. 5 rolls. And then I'll probably port this out for, well, I'm going to wait it out one more turn. Perfect. And now I'll go ahead and buy a dev card. And I just want to make sure I have enough knights. And then I think I'm going to settle on the 4-3. We could also sneak a road connect. So let's see. And I think the next city would probably be on the 9-10. So with this, let's go ahead and let's port this out for a dev card. A knight is good. Let's go ahead and get another dev card out. 2 knights is good, and port this out for, let's do 1 wood and come up this way. And all we need now is another 8 or a 10. So in theory, we have our settle now. I could, again, deny them of the spot, but we won't. We'll go ahead and we'll take this right now. Now that the 4 and 3 is active, we're in a better spot. And now we're on double ore, double wheat, double sheep. I have 2 knights, so there's no need to buy a card just yet. 4 pays off. 6 is rolling, so let's just go ahead and city up. And I would like to, again, get more wheat. So let's city that up. Perfect. Big 5s. And again, they're flooded with a lot of ore, but no 3 to 1, which is unfortunate. So even if the 9 were to roll, they still need 2 9s before they can city up. They do have a brick port, which is nice. Port all of that for a wheat. I'm going to move this off of us and block the 9 to try to stop their wheat production. Big 3 roll. And again, a whole lot of sheep, but no 3 to 1. They get their first city, or I guess their second city. 10 or 9 is what we need, guys. 10 or 9, I'm going to be greedy. 7 is good. I'll move it off of us and block the 9 again. And with the 10, we'll be able to get a dev card, 2 dev cards and a city. We're going to take army now for 8 points. They are actually building a lot quicker than us, no doubt about it. I think they're debating which way to go. Interesting. Interesting. They're very confident. Ports all of that for an ore. I'm going to move it off of us and block the 9. Big block. Let's go ahead and get a dev card. And another 9 or 10. Big 11. Let's go ahead and block their 5. Sheep is good. Big 9. Hate to see it. But I can go ahead and get a dev card out. And then city up the 8, 10. And with the 6, another... So, 2 things I can do. Let's go ahead and buy a dev card out. Was that a mistake? No, that was not a mistake. And again, I need more cards. Big 9. Are we going to see a city? Nope, we see a settle. They're trying to break off my road connect, but that's fine. I'm going to go for a quick settle spot, support all of that out for a wood. Keep my brick, port that out for a wood, and come up this way. And they roll a 7, which is fine. Strategy now is to settle and then buy dev cards so that we can continue getting a whole bunch of VPs. And they're also going to go for quick settles, I believe. And the 6 block is fine, but ideally I would like to, do all of that for a dev card. I'm going to move it off, block their 9, take their last wheat, get a 5, get 2 more dev cards. They get wood and ore. Okay, let's continue just buying stuff out. Can we sneak road? Probably not. It's not worth it for us to sneak road. They're at 11 points. We're at 10 points. We have 3 knights. So at this point, it's whoever produces quicker. And ports all that for a wheat. Settles. Big 9. A monopoly could change the game. So let's get a knight out and keep it on the 9. Hoping for 7s actually so I can put it back on him. 11's big. A wood would be nice. Let's go ahead and block the 6. We get nothing. Okay. So they're at 12 points. Big 6 block, so they have a single sheep. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settles, which means they need wheat. We're at 8 cards, so we can go ahead and move it off. Block the 9. Get this 6. So let's go ahead and take the settle over here. And the next turn we'll play the road building. 5 is massive. Again, they can't build their city. Ports for another dev card. We're going to move it on to the 6. And yeah, he's going to move it off of us. Hopefully he had a knight. I would hate to have no knights. There we go. So now we're not going to have a mono. Blocks the 8, which is good. Gets 2 wheat, but not enough for a settle. We're going to move it on to the 9. Buys another dev card. Okay. We're going to roll first. 10 is massive. So 1, 2, 3. And let's keep the brick. And let's move it off of us onto the 9. Another brick. Let's go ahead and buy another dev card. 2 road builders is not good. Big 4. So they're at 13. Could mono my ore. So I got to keep that in mind. Yep, so now they're at 12. 6 just rolled. I'm going to go ahead and play the road builder. I have both the road builders, so I have nothing to worry about quite yet. Think I'm going to build one over here and one over here. And the next turn, I'll port for 2 wood. Take the wheat. Anything else would be devastating. Okay, perfect. So, ports for their city. So now they're at 13. We're going to be at 14, potentially. So 5 roll is big. Let's go ahead and port this out for 2 road builders this way, that way. Another 5. So 13. They need a city and a settle. They have a city. They don't have a settle. Okay, we don't quite win just yet. We'll do one of this. Do one of that. And can I move it off of us? Nope. So we're 1 settle away. Massive 8 block. That was a close game, you guys. That was a close game. But just needed more and more VPs. Fortunately, we got stuck with knights. I think there needs to be a good balance, but that's fine. He doesn't do anything. I'm going to move it off of us. He has 2 sheep. 2 wood. 2 sheep, 2 wood. And he needs to get ore. So I'll do this, and then I'll block the 5 to make him less flexible. Do we pull for the win? Do we pull for the win? There's 2 more VPs out there. Now let's hold on. Oh my god. That's insane. The 2 for the win. Was that? Wow. Wow. We should have... Actually, no. What a crazy game. That was so interesting. I got a lot more blocks off of him than he did on me, which is nice. And we lost. Because the thing is, guys... Whoops. Well, I meant to go back to the map. But that's going to be it for this game. I'll see you guys next time.